everybody, and welcome to another adventure with
Toad
and Timberdoodle. We are out here at Jefferson County Park, and as we're walking through the area, we noticed something that's a little bit alarming. What do we see, Toad?
We're seeing an invasive species here in Jefferson County Park, and it's called garlic mustard. Come on over here and take a look. Here among our mayaples and trilliums, we have this plant right here. It's actually in the mustard family, and you can tell that because it has this cruciform, cross-shaped flower with form petals. So I said form petals, I meant four petals.
I like to keep you on your toes.
Now, it is quite a pretty little flower, and it's got these great heart-shaped leaves with the scalloped edges. These up here at the top are a little bit more triangular shape. The thing is, it doesn't belong here. It actually was brought to the Americas in the 1800s by the early settlers because this plant they used for food, for culinary purposes, and for medicinal purposes as well. The only thing is, when they brought it over, I'm going to pull it up here, when they brought it over, they didn't bring any of the critters from Europe that like to eat this or like to hold it in check. So it grew crazy. It escaped from gardens and it grew crazy. Now this doesn't look too bad here. You know, there's like 3 or 4 dozen flowers here. But unfortunately, it can get much worse.
Another thing about garlic mustard that is concerning is that the plant itself can have hundreds of seeds, and those seeds can stay viable on the ground for up to 5 years. So even if you pull the plant and we get all of this out of here, we would have to keep doing this. So it's just a plant that we have to keep on it, and we have to just keep doing our work on it. And that's one of the things that our volunteers out here at the park have been doing. They have been pulling this plant, and just like when Toad pulled it, she got as much of the root as she possibly could. So pulling that plant out,
Oops, not that one.
And then making a pile of it alongside the trails. And then the guys, some of our staff here, they come and pick up those piles. So we just want to say thank you to our volunteers who have been pulling it and helping us keep this garlic mustard problem at bay. So this is a really good example here of the 2 different years of garlic mustard growth. So if you look down right here, this is a perfect example. This is the first year growth, and it'll stay green like this all winter long. Then in its second year, it will grow much taller and it will begin flowering. It's a little bit easier to spot when it's in its second year of growth, and easier, you know, to pull and get rid of at that point because that's just so small. So the other thing, it's hard to smell through the camera, but if you take the leaves of garlic mustard and crush it up, it smells garlicky. Some people smell the mustard more, but I smell the garlic. So that's another distinctive trait of this plant. One of the biggest problems is that it overtakes an area. And if you look around here, you can see how much garlic mustard there is. Since there's no natural controls like we talked about, it's just spreading and it's out competing our native plants, our native flowers. And so that is why this plant is just such a problem. Another issue is that we do have some more native mustards, and butterflies can lay their eggs on them. But it's been found that garlic mustard is not one of those, and that it can actually be toxic to those butterflies. So it's another example of a species that was introduced here and it just didn't go over well. And now we are seeing that as one of our problems.